Da, 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 da.
Hey everybody, this is Corey from No Strategy Guide. I'm trying out something new, thought I'd give it a shot and see if you guys like it. If you do like it, I guess comment below and let me know. Anyway, what I'm doing today is I'm just hanging out on my day off. Ed's not here, we're going to be recording tomorrow, and we're actually going to be streaming as well. This will actually probably come out tomorrow, so today then, I guess. But anyway, what I have done is I have gone to Walmart. I have gotten a Lego set, just a wee one, just to start off. And if you guys like it, we can move on to other Lego sets and do more videos like this. Anyway, now that the intro is done, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on the build area here. I have a coffee table in front of me with some nice wood grain, but I have put a piece of vellum on top, and there's Eddie in the background. Eddie boy, my sweet baby. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on the build area. I've put down a piece of vellum to give myself a nice smooth surface and to sort of tone down the wood grain a little bit, so it'll be easier to see. But anyway, I'm just going to build this Lego set and talk. Yeah, sorry if any of this is awkward or if I messed this up in any way. I don't do a whole lot of camera work. I do a lot of recording, I do a lot of audio recording. But I don't do a ton of camera work. I'm also not 100% sure how well the mic's going to pick all this up, so the audio might not be great, but we're just going to test it for right now. Here's the Lego set, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead. There we go. Get the pieces out. Get our manual out. So this is from the Lego City series. This is a police officer lady. You can see here. I'm gonna flip this so you guys can see everything. But what we're gonna do is build her this little water skier, and she's gonna hang out on it. So first, let's put together our little policewoman. I always love doing the people first, just because it's, I don't know, it makes me happy. It gives it a character. It gives me something to focus on. There she is. I like her in particular because she's cocky. She's got that sure little Spitfire face. Let's get her helmet on so that she's ready to rock whenever we put together the speeder here. So yeah, I was in Walmart earlier. I started out at the AT&T store because I have a phone that has an upgrade available for it, and I was thinking, I kind of hate my current phone. I had an amazing phone that unfortunately LG decided to brick because they could not be bothered to test their software update. Oh, I'm doing this a little away from the camera. Let me, there we go. Alright, now you can see me a little bit better. So yeah, the first step is to take this yellow brick and then put a couple of these little gray thingies under it. But yeah, so they released a software update for the, I need to, there we go. So now you can see, yeah, pretty much everything I'm doing. Cool. So yeah, you take the little two gray things and you put them on the bottom like that. But yeah, so they released a software update, and I need two long pieces like this. Okay. They released a software update that made my old phone, which I loved, not recognize its own motherboard. So it would turn on and then immediately turn itself off because it didn't have a motherboard. Unfortunately for me, it very much had a motherboard and just couldn't see it. But yeah, so then LG was like, luckily you have, see, that goes there. luckily you have insurance, so you get to pay us more money so that we can give you an LG 5 instead, because we couldn't be bothered to test the latest software update one model earlier than the latest model. So yeah, I got to pay them $175 because they broke my phone. This goes here, this goes here, and I've had an upgrade available for a little while now, and I kept meaning to go to the AT&T store. Problem there was that the AT&T store has decided that Samsung and Apple are the only two companies that exist anymore, and that if you want a phone from any other company, you're out of luck and they hate you. So yeah, I went, and they had, like, because they had so many shelves and only Apple and Samsung on display, they had like 3 of every Samsung phone, because, you know, their store was designed for multiple companies. They just didn't feel like doing that anymore. So yeah, I left, and I went to Best Buy, thinking, you know, they sell phones, and they do the whole like AT&T thing, so that'll be good, right? No, what they do is they sell phones at full price, and then you can buy them and put them on the AT&T network, which is not the same as being on the AT&T network, in my opinion. It sounds entirely wrong to me. So yeah, we put these little headlights on in this step here. I also, sorry if I bounce around a little bit, if I sort of like skip steps and then go back to steps, whatnot. I have ADHD, and that's just how my brain works. I see a part, I pick it up, I start building with it, and then I figure out whether I'm on the correct step afterwards. Because that is not my biggest concern at any given moment. Right, so this goes here, and then I have handlebars, which will be somewhere. I don't see them. I'll figure that out in a bit. Oh, I have a spare visor for her helmet. So yeah, and then I went to Walmart, where I ran into my mother, and we hung out for like 45 minutes just chatting and being weirdos together. I do need these handlebars. I don't see them. I apologize if you oh, there we go. I was looking for black ones. I was going to say, I apologize if you at home see them and you're like, oh, they're right there. He's being an idiot. It's true. They are right there, and I am being an idiot. But I am live in the moment, and that makes me human, which is not the best thing to be. Okay, so there's 2 of these black things on the back here. But yeah, it was wonderful, because I had a little, I don't know, my brain doesn't react well. Like, I have severe anxiety and stuff, and when you know there's other choices, when you know there's 10 or 20 choices, and they are, let me see, there we go, and they are forcing you to just 1 or 2, that's a sign of a scam. That's a sign of a con. They're trying to force you into something that works best for them. And that is 100% of the time something bad, something you want to desperately avoid. Let me see, what am I doing here? I have these 2 things on. Let's orient that way. Rather towards you a little bit. There we go. And then we have, okay, so this goes over here. We have handcuffs, and we have the walkie-talkie. Okay, that's where we are. But yeah, when someone tries to sort of force you into one specific decision, there's a motive behind it, and that is never good. Someone should not want to sell you a specific thing for a specific reason, because that means they have a benefit in it somewhere. That means there is somewhere in there that they care less about selling their product or doing the right thing, and more about just getting what they want. And that means that they are willing to do you harm to get what they want, and that's a red flag. So if anyone's trying to force you into a very small amount, that's really tight for some reason. Maybe I have that backwards. No? Maybe there's another one here that'll work better. But yeah, if someone's trying to force you into a specific decision, most of the time, it's a big red flag. Be very cautious about what you do next. I guess maybe that's just not supposed to spin as hardcore as I think it should. That doesn't make sense to me, though. Maybe you? So it does look a little gray. It's a little hard to tell the colors on these things so much. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Perfect. But yeah, so even in situations like this where I know it's not a scam, sorry about the jingling, that's my dog, he's going to explore something. Even when I know it's not a scam, my brain will freak out and cause a bunch of anxiety because the signs of a scam are there. It says red flag, red flag, red flag, get the hell out of there. So yeah, fun time for me. I got to have a panic attack for like 40 minutes at Walmart, which was great. But yeah, I ran into my mom and we hung out and had a lot of fun. She's a third grade teacher, and we spent the entire time just talking about her class and the Oregon Trail activities she's trying to put together. And she's gonna make Rice Krispie treats and call them hay bales, for the kids. Oh, that's cool. This pivots so that you have you can position the wings to best work with the water currents, which is really neat. I didn't think they'd put that much thought into this. But yeah. So my mom loves making Rice Krispie treats. She does it all the time. Just absolutely... there we go. Closer, there we go. So yeah, you can angle these so that you can make your turns, which is neat. And she loves, loves, loves making Rice Krispie treats. And she does it pretty much every time they have a party or whatever. So I told her, I said, sometimes I think that your life is really just you going from excuse to excuse or trying to find excuse after excuse for making Rice Krispie treats, which she said was very rude and not something that a respectful son of hers would say. Which not only made me chuckle, but really just sort of finished off the anxiety for me. I felt at that point I was feeling comfortable and I was having fun, and it was just sort of a chill hangout with my mom, which is always nice. Alright, time to get her in the pilot seat here. One thing that has always very, very minorly bugged me is that you can put these guys like this, so that their hands are out and they're in a seated position and everything. And it looks like they're reaching for the handlebars, but they don't hold the handlebars, it's tiny, but it bugs me a little bit. But anyway, so we put her in her little seat there, and there we have it. Let's see if I can get a nice profile for you. There we go. No, there we go. Yeah, again, sorry if this is rusty and or not great camera-wise. I will get better. I just need practice. I don't work like this. This is not how I make content. So this is kind of hard for me to get used to it all in one shot. But yeah, I figured I'd give it a go. Have a little fun with it. I love Legos. I love building Legos. And yeah, I just wanted to see if maybe you'd like to watch me build them. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. I'm going to grab the camera. I'm going to do a little sort of panoramic view of this so you can really see the details and see the neat little thing we just built. Here are all the just little spare parts. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I'll catch you next time. Hopefully you enjoy this, and I can spend some time figuring out how to work the camera better and make these better so that I can do a bunch more. Thank you, and I'll see you later. Yeah, this is Corey signing off for No Strategy Guide. See ya.